Big. Wait lang, kailangan na masunod.
Kung YGG ka, trailblazer,
Helpful.
excellent ka, revolutionary,
Leader. Patalungin.
makatawan.
Helping hand.
We focus more on our community,
I-empower mo yung mga tao to be
the best version of yourself.
Hashtag alagang YGG.
Enjoy!
We want to be able to educate a lot of people to learn the metaverse skills for this new class of jobs. So we are literally building the school for the builders of the metaverse.
Doon ko po nakukuha yung panghulog ko ng motor, pambayad ng kuryente. Halos lahat na po, doon ko na nakakuha lahat sa pag-aaksi.
Salamat po sa pagiging scholar po kasi naibalik ko din yung tulong na ibinigay sa akin.
Ako, isa akong big fan sa kasabihan na everything happens for a reason.
Ayoko po silang mag-stop pag-aral. Sinabi ko sa kanila na ako na lang po yung mag-stop noon.
napakaganda kasi kapag nagagamit mo yung influence na bigay sa'yo into a positive impact sa mga tao sa paligid mo.
Welcome to Axie Open Manila 2022. We've got 256 of the world's greatest Axie players all congregating here.
It's one of the biggest Axie tournaments ever organized by YGG. This is just the beginning and we're about to see a lot more exciting stuff happen in Web3 esports.
Check. Hey, hello. Are you there? Hey guys. What's up? Sorry about that. We were muted for a bit there. But yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to another AMA with the YGG fam. And my name is John Sedano from Media and Community Marketing. And tonight we have a very special guest from Captain Tsubasa Rivals, Summmmer. Hey there, how are you doing?
Hi, doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. We didn't have an AMA last week, but we are back and kicking it off with one of the hottest games out tonight, especially from Captain Tsubasa. Summmmer, could you tell us more about the project? And yeah, we'd love to hear the elevator pitch for Captain Tsubasa Rivals.
Okay. Hello. I'm Summmmer from Captain Tsubasa Rivals, a new blockchain game coming out from two game developers in Japan. So basically, a quick elevator pitch of the project. It's the official blockchain game of the famous legendary football manga Captain Tsubasa. It's probably one of the most like famous Japanese football comics around the world. It inspired many professional soccer players, including people like Messi and Zidane. Probably you guys all know about them. And it has been like a comic that has it started in 1981 and it's still like continuing right now. And I'm pretty sure it was one of the first blockchain games that had like official IP on it. It wasn't just like the NFT. We actually built a game, so that was something new, and many people talked about our project. So a little bit. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. About the game. Well, obviously, the characters from the comic, you kind of like fight against them, and you also get to like collect cards of the characters in the game. And the whole point here is you have to like strategically enhance the characters and collect them to get more rewards. So it's kind of like a play to earn thing, but it has like more collectible and strategy kind of aspect, I'd say. Some Japanese community people call us like stepping that you don't really have to walk. We really love that nickname. So we don't really officially call it, but yeah, that's something like that. That would be a good explanation of the game. Yeah, is that enough?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's pretty awesome because, especially coming from inspiration with manga and anime, like IPs have been slowly, crossing over into Web3. And, we are happy and we are definitely excited with the guys over here at YGG that we are going to be working together and, helping Captain Tsubasa Rivals, hit its maximum potential, especially with a very, very, powerful IP that you guys are working on. But yeah, so I mean, Summer, so we'd love to hear, what your thoughts are on how do you think Captain Tsubasa Rivals, will set a different standard compared to all the other games that are also either similar with the gameplay, also turn-based or a trading card game, or also will be carrying other IPs. So, what makes Captain Tsubasa, putting it at the top of his game?
Right. So I guess there's like mainly 2 points for this. The first one would be like the power of the IP itself. So it's this IP is I think special because it's really long lasting and it's a sports IP. So basically it's loved from like all over the world, plus from like many people from different age, like many
Gotcha.
generations. Like young people love it as well, and also like my parents kind of like age people love it as well. So we think like that'll be a great hook for people to kind of like start getting interested in the world of like blockchain games. And it might be like there might be some like it won't be like super easy onboarding to like open your first MetaMask account or something, but we think it's like really important for people to have a reason to start something new. So I like yeah, in terms of like mass adoption and stuff, like I think that's one interesting thing. And also like something that's like different from other projects is that we really our team is basically like I won't maybe like real companies won't be the right word, but people know about our game company. It's really like two well-known game companies from Japan. So we won't run away. I mean, like there's no point we can run away. And we really like designed everything to last long term, including tokenomics and the game and how it could be updated. Um, so yeah, that's one of like yeah, that's like two main points that we're trying to make a difference here.
Awesome. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, you've mentioned it that like the guys working on Captain Tsubasa Rivals, have already built a reputation for themselves in Japan, right? And I definitely would love to ask you about how does the team actually look like? How many guys are working on the project? Who's you mean yeah? Are there any like notable members of the team that would like to share with the community? And yeah, we definitely would love to get to know you guys better.
Right. Okay. So this project is like a joint project of two Japanese game companies. One is called Blocksmith, and the other one is called Third those really like Web3 kind of names. But so Blocksmith is like a subsidiary company of this company called Klab. It's a listed game company, probably the like one of the biggest ones in Japan. Um, and Serverse, like we are a VR and blockchain game startup, but it's run by our CEO is one of like the mobile game legendaries in Japan. So people like so the team is like basically people that came from the mobile game industry, which is like really big in Asia. And yeah, like one notable thing about our team is our producer, Shun Fujiyoshi. He often writes like producer letters. He has been like building like 4 Captain Tsubasa games in the past, like including mobile ones. So he really knows how to, use this IP, how to show it, what's fun about it, and how to like produce it basically. So that's really great. And also like the blockchain side, Cerber CEO, he's called Hiro Kunimitsu. He also runs like Gumi Crypto Capitals, and I think he's like pretty well known in the blockchain crypto space recently. So it's like a really good combination of like mobile game experts and blockchain game like experts in what's so. And yeah, altogether I think we have like a team of like 40 people ish. Um, and the community has been giving us feedback that our updates and the bug fixes are like incredibly fast. And that's because the dev team all come from like a really professional mobile game background, and they know what they're handling.
Awesome. I mean, right? So Captain Tsubasa like is relatively like still very new. Like you guys, just actually opened your doors to the public just very late last year around December,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, could you give us more information on what we can expect for the game for those in YGG who have who are hearing about Captain Tsubasa Rivals for the first time and want to get their feet wet? Go into the website, maybe get a few of their first NFT. So what can they expect playing the game for the first time?
Okay. Well, first of all, like it's basically it's like an invitation only project at this point. But there's many existing users that really want to share the invitation code. We had that in
Yeah.
Stepin as well. So I really suggest joining before you start the game, joining our Discord community. There's like lots of kind people from like various languages. So just ask them for invitation codes and like the basic rules. They'll teach you everything. And once you log in with your invitation code, you will need at least one NFT to start the game. There's a marketplace in the game app, so you just like choose whatever character you want. Here like we have lots of characters, you have like lots of parameters you want to check out, attributes and like positions and what. So I honestly think the first NFT you don't really have to like be super picky, but there are some players that you might really want to choose. So yeah, like again, I guess like joining the Discord channel and asking like, hey, do you think like getting this is a good idea would be that would be something interesting to start. And currently, so the Captain Tsubasa Rivals game consists of two like game parts. We currently have the PvE mode open. We call it the Rivals mode. And then we're gonna have the PvP mode, player versus player mode, coming up in the future. But the current like PvE mode is like really simple. Basically, you kind of like have to like pick numbers so that you get like greater numbers than your opponent. And it's more of like it's not like actually about the game. It's more about like how to enhance your characters by like getting the points out of winning the game. So yeah, to wrap everything up, like I'll say, come join the Discord channel. There's like people that really play it, like they're experts. Some people are even like have better understanding about the game than me. So like come to the Discord channel, like talk to them, ask everything, and try to find your strategy on how to start the game and continue.
Awesome. So, guys, you heard it first from Summer. Make sure to join the Captain Tsubasa Rivals Discords. That's discord.gg/ Tsubasa Rivals. That's TSUBASARIVALS. LS. But yeah, before we move on, of course, we'd like to make a shout out to everyone who made it to tonight's AMA. And yep, since last month, we've started kicking off our AMAs with the very special AMA quiz with our quiz master. SYL from YGG Media, and yeah, make sure to take down your notes. Make sure to listen very carefully because we have a couple of YGG tokens up for grabs tonight. And yeah, shout out to everyone who made it here tonight again. Once again, shout out to our community marshals helping us with the stream. Shout out to Bibs and of course our community helpers and moderators. We've got AC, Boring. Shout out to Carmila. I haven't seen you in a while. Exalt, Fiston, Giyu, Harris, Jude, K8, Kenny, Ku, and Kuya Kevs, Labu, Lord Grim, Mego, Mel's here as well. Hey Mel, and Senpu, Spicer, So, Tanikuchi, and YG Carrot. And of course, we also have some friends from Captain Tsubasa Rivals also here on Discord. So we are live across the board: YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. And yeah, make sure to share the stream and tell your friends about what's happening tonight because, yep, we have some surprises at the end of the stream. But yeah, Summer. So I mean, one thing that I'd want to ask is, what blockchain is Captain Tsubasa on?
We're on Polygon.
Polygon, gotcha. And like, is there any specific reason why you guys have chosen Polygon to work with?
Well, we have different choices, but we really wanted we were aware that many people would be onboarding, so we wanted to choose a chain that the native token is pretty easy to buy from like different countries. And yeah, and then like the Polygon team was like really supportive. We even have like a strategic partnership together. Yeah, and then like we started talking about like global expansion together and everything. So yeah, it was kind of like a natural choice for us.
Gotcha. It makes totally sense, and definitely, as the days go by, like the Polygon, the ease of access is, just getting even more efficient for everyone, especially now that they are extending their partnerships with a lot more games. And
Yeah.
even YGG, we have a really good relationship with the Polygon team, and we have also now opened access for minting the YGG Guild badge on the Polygon network for those who don't have their guild badges yet on Ethereum. So basically, you get the same perks, you get the same access, the same utility, but yeah, you don't even have to worry about all the minting fees and whatnot. So actually, the YGG Guild badge is right up here on. Um, for you guys watching on your phones, it's on the upper right side of the screen. So that's what the YGG Guild badge looks like. And yeah, I mean, maybe in the future that the guild badge of YGG can have even more extended utility in Captain Tsubasa as our partnership grows, right? And there are definitely limitless opportunities that can unfold in the near future. I mean, I've been hearing a couple of stories about a tournament coming up. I don't know, that might be pretty soon, right? But yeah, definitely for you avid gamers out there, especially in the YGG community, definitely stay tuned. We have all the socials of Captain Tsubasa flashing down the screen. But yeah, before we move on, we actually want to replay again the trailer of Captain Tsubasa. So go for it.
Oh wait, sorry, it's still uploading as
Oh,
of the
there's Sil.
moment. Yeah.
Hey, Sil. How you doing? How are you doing, Sil? How you doing?
I'm fine, I'm fine. Sorry, I was a bit late.
No
I
worries.
was fixing a PC one.
Yeah, so we're excited about the quiz later. So I'd say like maybe don't make it too hard for us because the Silva quiz master here, is notorious for giving like really, really hard questions, only especially for those who listen very carefully, right? So, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a great night. Yeah, once we have that trailer ready, feel free to roll it. But yeah, so Summer, as YGG, we are a blockchain, we are a play to earn blockchain guild, right? So how do you think guilds like YGG can participate in the Captain Tsubasa Rivals Metaverse?
Right. So yeah, I think the one great thing about YGG is that you guys really have a strong community of like blockchain gamers. That really, supported the blockchain game boom. Like since a couple of years ago. So we really think the YGG community understands like what's fun about blockchain games, and they really have the power to spread out the world to work together, right? Also, like one thing I love about YGG is that you guys have like various sub DAOs all around the world. I've met some of your team members in person and like various events around the world. They're like awesome, like really amazing people. How are you moving like your avatar like that? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really control it, but I can definitely like break down some dance moves
Mm.
right here for everyone. I mean, I'd rather dance than sing.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean that's it for you guys. But I totally agree, Summer. So the YGG team, because at heart, all of us, I mean, if not most, all of us are gamers at heart. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we've started in the very early days of online gaming. Like Gabby, our founder, our co-founder, is definitely, a huge guild fan. So he's mentioned that, guilds have been in the gaming industry ever since the
Yeah.
early days of Warcraft, Ultima Online, Ragnarok Online, and everything. So, I mean, it just makes sense that as tokenized economies are now moving its way into blockchain games, like there is definitely going to be huge participation, especially for guilds like YGG, where we are always looking for opportunities in the metaverse, and definitely play the games that we always have loved. But yeah, so I mean, Summer, like, do you see any future collaborations between YGG and the other partners that you guys have, and what does that look like? Like, let's say if Captain Tsubasa would host like their own event. Like, what does the perfect Captain Tsubasa, or the most exciting Captain Tsubasa event look like?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Like, well, as a community manager, I'm not the producer, so like, I don't want to promise anything here. But football, soccer, just had the World Cup. It was a lot about like people talking about like which country to win, like which country to
Yeah.
cheer for. We really see that in our Discord channel as well. Of course, the general chat where everyone speaks English is like really active, but for example, like Japanese people love to hang out in the Japanese room chat. We have a bunch of like Turkish community people, um, Vietnamese and Chinese community people, like and so many other like Captain Tsubasa IP fans from all over the world. I was just thinking like, my ideal, like personally, my ideal something would be like a World Cup for Captain Tsubasa rivals with like in collaboration with various guilds, including YGG from all over the world. That'll be something amazing I really want to see in the future.
Awesome, for sure. And one experience that I definitely keep going back to is seeing physical events for blockchain games, because we
Mm,
were stuck in the pandemic for quite a while, and like starting last or or mid last year, YGG has been putting out physical events where we've got to introduce our games under the YGG flag to the community. So this started with the YGG Philippines Roadshow, where we visited different cities in the Philippines, and got to actually show them firsthand what the games we're most excited are about.
mm.
And now this year, I've heard from the YGG PH team that they are going to be doing tours for different universities,
Oh, cool.
where we are not only going to be showing the games, but also going to be giving extended knowledge on the technology, and what features of these specific games are implemented into blockchain. But now let's say for Captain Tsubasa. So aside from these collectibles, the cards, or the players as NFTs, are you guys looking at any other features in the future that you can share with us? I mean, no dropping super duper alpha, but if you want, you definitely can. Go for it, Summer.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a difficult. I don't want to get scolded by any of my team members. Yeah, like definitely one of the new features that the many of the community members are looking forward to is the PvP mode. So we do have some instructions and rules written on our white paper at this point, but obviously there's gonna be more updates. We haven't really revealed when it's gonna come out yet, but so why like the community is excited is that the current game is like good. You got it's like people use it to like basically play to earn and like enhance their characters. But why they are enhancing their characters right now is to like play better in the PvP mode. And the PvP mode is like you have to like form teams. You need more NFTs, the player NFTs to create a better deck. And it's actually interesting because how it works is that you fight against players and you basically like steal each other's assets. And the assets, if you collect them, you end up getting like more NFTs. So basically, it's not really like a new type of minting, but you know, it's kind of like interesting to fight each other for their own things. So yeah, like I haven't actually like been able to play the demo version yet as well, but just like personally really interested in that as well.
Awesome. I mean, so for everyone at home, if you guys actually go to the Tsubasa Rivals website, that's Tsubasa-rivals.com, you can see the team's roadmap here. So looking at it, so October 2022, this is when the project was revealed and the community came to birth. And then in December, that's when we had the public beta starting to unfold. And yeah, I mean, so we are expecting for Q1 of 2023 for starting probably like this month, right? February and March for the PvP mode update and the IEO of the Tsubasa GT token. And Q2 for 2023, we have new mode start, and multi-chain adoption features coming out. Is there something that you could share with us about the roadmap Summer for 2023?
One really important thing I want to share is that like that roadmap is a little bit out of date. if People in the community has been telling us to really update it. Yes, we are working on it right now. We're really sorry.
Yeah, no
Um,
worries.
yeah, but like yeah, the overall plan hasn't really changed. So yeah, the order is not gonna change that much. So yeah, not much. Like I really want to share some details, but like no, maybe not today. We will make some additional updates in our Discord channel. So it will be great if everyone can stay tuned there.
You made my hooligan very sad because we don't have any elf.
Yeah, sorry. Like I don't think
I'm just kidding. I mean, we do
no.
have actually we do have a bit of surprise. We do have a bit of surprises for the YGG community and the general Tsubasa Rivals community. Like we've been in a couple of talks in the past few days, in the past few weeks, so we definitely have some exciting stuff happening for you guys pretty soon. And if you guys were listening closely, I might actually just have dropped some leaks right there. But yeah, I mean, for everyone here at home, definitely check out Captain Tsubasa Rivals. I've seen, a couple of our community members dropping some screenshots of their game right now. So definitely, if you guys are watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and on Twitch, join us. We are at the YGG Discord. That's discord.gg/YGG. And make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it. And we are going to be having our Q&A and in just a bit. So we have a few questions from the community, but if you guys think of any more, make sure to drop them right now on the chats. We are in the AMA discussion channel here on the YGG Discord. And yep, I think the trailer is ready, so fire it up, Sil. Let's go. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I'm definitely hyped up
I
for
love the
Captain
artwork.
Tsubasa Rivals. Definitely, and it's.
So
I
cute.
mean, if not perfectly identical to the manga itself, so very very well done to the team, to definitely to the art team. Shout out to the art team of Captain Tsubasa Rivals over there for doing a really really great job. And so you guys at home, if if you want to learn more, if you want to check out and see more of the game and definitely more information about the project, there are a lot of resources and there are content creators actually on YouTube who are making really, really great content about Captain Tsubasa Rival. So one of the guys that I've actually watched is Sis Bros on YouTube. So definitely check that guy out. He gives a really good in-depth, discussion and review of the game. So yep, especially for those who are interested, can't wait to get started with their Captain Tsubasa, journey. Definitely do check those guys out. So, I mean, we have the quiz master. So, yeah, do you have any questions? So we can now shift to our Q&A. But yeah, I think we prepared a couple of community questions that Sil will be asking you right now, Summer. So yeah, take the floor, sir.
Yes, Summer, we have prepared a few questions from the community, but to anyone else who's still here on our Discord channel, you can actually drop down your questions. So our community marshals can actually collect them and we can actually throw it down to Summer so Summer can actually answer all the questions that you guys have for Chavas Arrivals. So the first question that we actually have, don't be nervous. So yeah, based on the white paper, you can actually rent players, which is the NFTs. So is there a limit on how many players you can actually rent?
Yeah. So yeah, this is like actually something I went to the producer and like asked just before this. Um, he said like the team would think of like details about the rental function depending on the game balance in the future, because like currently there's like more people coming in, and obviously the game balance is like still changing. Yeah, like I so sorry I can't really answer this right now, but yeah, I'm really like interested in renting out my NFTs as well. So let's wait together, sit tight in our Discord channel, and yeah, wait for announcements from the producer.
No worries, no worries. A lot of things are still in production right now, and I know that some of the questions here are really specific on what the game is going to be producing after its official launch. So the next question is actually more on the mechanics of the game. So when it comes to the fatigue mechanics of the game, can a player still recover from fatigue without spending the Chuvasa coin, which is Chuvasa UT?
Yep. Okay. So before I answer this, for people that don't really know the game, like fatigue reset is something you have to do to like refresh your player before you like keep continue using it for like many games. The answer to the question would be like no. At this point, you will need Tsubasa UT, the utility token of the game ecosystem, to refresh your character and continue using the player for the games. But we have a good news. We just announced in the producer letter that was out on January 23rd, if I remember correctly, that they are thinking of or like planning of um, have sending out this thing called refresh items, where people would be able to refresh characters without paying utility tokens.
Nice. Awesome. I mean, like, so while we're at it, before we get back to Sil here, so I have a follow-up question, Summer. So, I mean, we're already talking about the gameplay, right? And so, could you give us more info on actually how the reward system or the earning mechanics, plays out for Captain Tsubasa?
Um, can you like can you rephrase the question a little
Yeah.
bit?
So, how does earning work in Captain Tsubasa? So, if I defeat
Oh,
a player, do I get rewarded in Tsubasa tokens? So, like, yeah, how does the whole like game economics work?
right. Okay. Yeah, it's really simple. Basically, the only point you need to use like Matic, the Polygon native token, is when you buy the NFT. And after that, like everything in the game is run by Tsubasa utility token, Tsubasa UT. So when you play the game, you get rewards by utility tokens, and you also get like items for sure. But then like by using the utility tokens, you get to like enhance your players, shortcut times with your mint cooldown times, and what else? you get to like mint players, enhance them, and yeah, stuff like that. So we really like designed the game ecosystem had to be designed around the utility token, because if there's like not much really utility for the um inside the game, the players will end up just like selling the tokens after playing it. So we really didn't want that to happen. So yeah, there's like lots of places you can actually use your utility tokens for.
Awesome. Yeah,
All
great
right.
stuff. Thanks for that, Summer. Oh yeah, back to you, so.
Okay, another question, third question that we have for our community. Will Captain Tsubasa Rebels host their own tournaments for different players or guilds in the future?
I think the official answer would be no, because it's not written in the roadmap. But yeah, just as I said, like the more people we have in our community, like it makes like us. I mean, as a community manager, makes me really want to like host something like tournaments, and even like make it so that the players can host stuff by themselves, because I really feel that the community members are like figuring out their own ways of enjoying the game by themselves. So yeah, like this is something that like I will definitely tell the team to like think of in the future. So yeah,
Yeah,
if
definitely.
there's someone that wants to host, yeah, like please let us know in Discord channel so I can just like report straight to the producer.
Yeah, because the nature of the games right now, most of the games are actually focused on esports or multiplayer or some events like tournaments and such. So I think this is one thing that most of the people or most of the players are actually excited about. And
Mhm.
yeah, aside from Chavasa Rebels, there's another question here. Does the team have any plans on creating other Web3 games based on sports, like something similar to what you guys already have now, but just venturing to a different sport or venturing to a different IP or something.
That's interesting. With this current team, I'm not really sure, but it is true that like I'm not sure like how many Japanese community members are watching this, but like there's this huge thing in Japan right now using like famous Japanese IPs, bringing them to the world of Web3. And obviously the IPs include some like sports IPs as well. So yeah, with this team, not really sure, but I'm pretty sure that there's like many like Japanese sports related IPs interested in bringing them onto the world of Web3. So yeah, like really excited to see what's coming up next.
Awesome
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. Yeah, awesome. And yeah, I was actually in Japan a few months ago, and when I
Oh,
was
what?
there, I saw a lot of people play mobile games. And actually, a friend of mine was living there, and he actually said that mobile games in Japan is really really big, and I can definitely assure that ads everywhere on trains, on malls, even on YouTube or whatever. So yeah, I think the future, a lot of future mobile games are gonna be develop in Japan, and I'm really looking forward to that one. And yeah, before we move on, there's another question coming from YG Carrot. So he actually mentioned that you have a good insight currently of how the play to earn games are stated in your white paper. So can you also discuss the term price balancer that is currently on the white paper? Can you elaborate
Oh,
further on what does it mean?
sure. So before we jump into like how that actually works, one of the purposes of this game is to create like a long-lasting economy, so that the actual game players can play without worrying too much about the token price going up and down too frequently, right? So one of the things we wanted to challenge through this project is to build like a sustainable and like stable token economy around the utility token. And the price balancer means so there's this like pool so that there's this pool that like basically the team controls, and when the token price like gets too high, it's written on the white paper, but we start like um selling tokens from using the fund from the pool, and so that the token price gets to like a right price. And then like on the other hand, when the price goes too low, the team would buy the token so that it will return up to the right price. Yeah, and that's what's stated on the white paper. And the balancer is basically what's the tool that we're talking about. That will be the base fund for the controlling, not like controlling, but like balancing the token price. If
Yeah,
this
that's a
makes
pretty
sense.
yeah, that's a pretty interesting mechanic because on the other games the price that you need when you're burning the utility token is actually fixed, and if the token goes down, the amount of token that is being burned is quite small, or sometimes it's quite too big. So it's actually a good mechanic to integrate in all the games, especially on Web3 games.
Yeah, actually, like so many people gave us comments about this function we created. This is obviously like a new thing for us. I don't think many other games actually tried this. We're kind of like still figuring out what's the best way, obviously, but yeah, like this was uh, for sure one of our challenges as a project.
I think you're muted to that.
Right, there
Oh
you
yeah.
go. So yeah, I actually just have a real quick follow up to that, Summer. I'm not sure if you've touched on it, but how does actually the balancing work? Are you going to be depending um, on code? Is it going to be somewhat like price oracles that we've seen in other projects, or is this going to be done manually based on the current state of the economy?
I guess it will be it's the letter. So I don't really have like direct access to this. I'm more towards the community. But yeah, like the team current we haven't really revealed the current like right price, and obviously like that will change time to time. But yeah, it's something that the team really cares about. So it's not really like really automatic, I guess.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, that's definitely important. I mean, the fact that you guys already have thought about it and are considering, definitely putting a focus on maintaining a stable game economy, it means a lot to, especially to the newer players who are going to be coming back, or going to be coming into Web3 gaming for the first time. Because, like in, the past cycles, like this definitely has been a hot topic, right? So how do we actually sustain these game economies where players are rewarded with in-game currencies? And yeah, I mean, we definitely are excited to hear more about what you guys have or are coming up with in the very near future, as definitely the game is open to the general public. And yeah, I mean, thank you so much, Summer. But yeah, so do you have more questions for our very special guest tonight?
I think for now, for the community questions, we don't have anything else. But guys, I'm giving you a last few minutes to drop in last minute questions. So just type it down on AMA discussion if you have a few left. And yeah, I'm actually quite excited with how Tsubasa Rebels is gonna be launched, since I was actually a fan of football games as well, and I'm currently watching Blue Lock, and I think I can see some of the some of the inspiration when you are porting famous animes or famous IPs into a game. So it's actually really nostalgic and such.
Nice. Yeah. Like I'm really like happy that actually like I'm not really based in Japan right now, but as a Japanese person, I'm really proud that you know the Japanese culture is seeing some light in a new space like this. And I know that there's like many people that like the creatives out of Japan. So yeah, really interesting where all of this is heading. And yeah, happy to find another fan like you.
Yeah, for sure, right? And I mean, it's really, really good to see like the Japanese community like taking the charge and taking the lead, and setting a bar to all the other projects out there, right? Like you guys are definitely known for very, very, famous like comics, manga, anime, movies, even, like even just basic IPs from the very beginning. It's very well thought of, very well built out, and definitely has, like global reach that everyone falls in love with on the spot. So, we are very excited about the project, definitely excited about more games coming out from Japan that will be in the blockchain ecosystem. But yeah, I mean, Summer, before we do go, yeah, do you have any, other thoughts or any other stories that you'd want to share with the community?
Well, like if there's anyone here listening to this from our community, I really want to thank everyone. Our launch really, honestly, didn't really go like perfectly. We got like so many feedback and comments from the community. It definitely helped us improve the product way faster. And yeah, like people really, I feel like happy that the community telling us that like we, interact really quickly and honestly, and fix everything as soon as possible. And the gameplay, the economics, and everything, I guess like this, all blockchain games are like a work in progress thing, and it all has to do with the community. Like it's not what the devs want to do, I guess. Like it's more about like creating something together. So like we'll definitely love like getting like receiving honest feedback. We will like um pay back as quickly as we can. And yeah, I really want to thank the Captain Tsubasa Rebels community. Like they're really awesome people.
For sure. So shout out to everyone out there from the Captain Tsubasa team and of course the community as well. So welcome to YGG, and we definitely will be joining in on the Discord itself of Captain Tsubasa. We are going to be, watching out definitely for further announcements from the team, and also everyone at home. Make sure to be staying in touch, keep in touch, stay tuned because there is a lot of exciting stuff happening in the Captain Tsubasa Metaverse as of the moment. So everyone at home, once again, thank you so much for dropping by for today's AMA. Make sure to stay right after we go offline from our live videos because we are gonna be giving out YGG tokens for our YGG quiz together with Zil. So once again, my name is John Sedano, and together with my media associate right here, we have the one and only Sil, the quiz master, aka prank master. So I'm not sure how many pranks Sil has in his bag for tonight, but Summer, thank you so much. It's a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to meet you, and we are
Likewise.
definitely looking forward, yeah, to Captain Tsubasa rivals and in the very near future. So thanks, guys, and see you real soon.
Thank you.